In Massachusetts tonight, they're gearing up for the Karen Read murder trial, the sequel. This after her first trial ended in a hung jury last summer. Read and her defense team attended a final hearing today, and with the bad taste of last year's mistrial still in the attorneys' mouths, the arguments over the witnesses and the evidence got very heated today.
We provided the discovery pursuant to the orders so that they would be held to the same standard. It's not an aberration. This is a continued pattern from the last trial.
Nobody's been dragging their feet. There is no ambush. This feigned indignation is just not consistent with the facts, Your Honor.
46-year-old Karen Read is accused of killing her boyfriend, who was a Boston police officer named John O'Keefe, back in 2022. She allegedly, according to the prosecutors, hit him with her SUV and then left him to die in the cold. The charges are serious and salacious, but the defense is just as sensational. It's built around claims of police corruption and cover-up. Karen Read, who's been described as America's happiest murder defendant, told our own Caitlin Becker today that she'll be ready for round two when the opening statements begin next Tuesday.
Do you feel different this time around versus last time?
I feel a little more tired, but I feel strong. I feel stronger every day.
For thoughts on the trial this second time around, let's go to my guest, Ronnie Estanislao. He was a juror on Karen Read's first trial. Ronnie, thanks so much for being here. So you believe Karen Read is innocent of these charges. Why?
We just didn't have enough of the facts. The facts that were provided to us in the testimony clearly indicated that if there was reasonable doubt, or it was clear that she was not guilty of certain charges.
So the first trial ended in a mistrial with a, quote, starkly divided jury. What was going on in that jury room?
The issue that we encountered is that we did not understand the charge, which was to deal with each individual charge separately, as opposed to looking at all three charges as a whole. So what we were convinced on is that the first charge, which is essentially second-degree murder, as well as the third charge, which was leaving the scene of an accident, we voted on, but we did not sign the document. And the only one that we were debating a lot on and deliberated for several days on was the second charge, which was involuntary manslaughter.
So basically, you're telling me that some of your jurors on the jury that you were on thought she was guilty of manslaughter and others didn't.
That's correct. And that's the one that we deliberated on for several days. But the other two charges we were very clear on at the time, not guilty.
So you don't think she's guilty of manslaughter, correct?
Correct. I do not believe that she's guilty of manslaughter.
And you're a paramedic. What did you make of the injuries that Officer O'Keefe suffered? Did the prosecution's case make sense to you that Karen Read hit him with her car and then left him to die in the snow?
It did not. The injuries were inconsistent with a pedestrian struck, as well as the damage to the vehicle was inconsistent to the severity of the injuries that he sustained, and there was a reasonable doubt that was created. Therefore, it was clear to me that she was not guilty based on the evidence that we were provided.
So for you, the injuries didn't add up. The evidence didn't point to her being the one who killed him. I want to ask you something, Ronnie, because you were in court every day with her in this first trial, obviously. Karen Read herself has come under a lot of criticism for the way she acted during her first trial and for doing this documentary on Netflix. She smiles a lot. That's why she's been called the world's happiest murder defendant. Take a look at this clip from this documentary that just came out.
You're tired of it. You spent so much.
No, I'm not tired of it. I hate answering it because I feel like I'm being so scrutinized. Like, did she blink 3 times or twice? And did she like smirk or look to the right or down and up and left and whatever? And like, it just feels so fake, even though it's true. I rather like explain everything else. And like, I did not hit John with my car. Like, I can't make it sincere enough.
What do you make of this criticism of her? And do you buy into it? Do you find her a little cavalier about this whole thing?
I believe we're all human and we are all emotional, and therefore we can have some emotions and some expressions. I think it's hard, even for us as jurors, it was hard for us to actually have that poker face and have no expression, given the testimony and given some of the witnesses.
But you didn't find her distracting or inappropriate in court?
No, I think to me, she was a defendant and we were looking at the evidence that was provided to us.
Super quick, you think the second jury is going to be a hung jury too? Why?
I honestly think that we did our due diligence as a jury, and we couldn't get consensus with 12 individuals. I can't imagine that they would, unless there's any kind of changes with the evidence or information. I believe that they're going to come up with the same conclusions that we did.
Wow, that would be quite a thing to have not one but two mistrials. Ronnie Estanislao, thank you so much. It's a very closely watched murder trial set to start next week. Jury selection just finished just now. It's going to be quite a trial. Thank you. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.